Alright, let's see how I manage today, because my intention is to open this up to have a look at Magic the Gathering Commander set we've got here. Commander deck. It's called Growing Threat, and it is a Phyrexian deck. Okay, so it's a Phyrexian deck, and the whole idea, I believe, with these, I'm no expert here, so I'm finding out as I'm opening this up, and I'll find out as I, mess around with it in a few games. I guess the idea here is it's a lot of sort of like artifacts and incubators which you build up, and you can release them at a certain time. Yeah, like what's this say here is battle your friends and powerful creatures and spectacular spells in Magic's most popular multiplayer format, being this commander thing. Build the Machine Legion and deal out some royal pain with the corrupted King Brimaz, who I've got this like lion dude here. It looks kind of fucking cool. Create a lion's share, funny, of incubator tokens that transform into deadly Phyrexians when you're finally ready to pounce. So that's kind of the idea. So it's one of these ones where you're building up a lot of a lot of like creature tokens and stuff like that. But as I said, I mean, I don't really know. I'll be learning more as I mess around with these sorts of things, and I'll be I've opened this up in a real jacked up way, haven't I? This is not the way you want to open the box. Whatever. Okay. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe it is an option to open the box. But yeah, I'm gonna try and open this here in the video, but that might prove to be kind of tricky with the old dog head on my head. Now I'm already having a hard time doing that because I think I've gone in here from the wrong angle. Whatever. I'm going from the bottom here. Is that more sensible? Maybe it is. Yeah, maybe that's like a lot more sensible. Let's see what happens. Do you want to come out here, my Phyrexian Legion? Okay. Alright, so let's kind of move that to the side. This setup is terrible because we're not looking at the same things here. Brimaz still has his pride. Alright, cool. And I got all these sort of cheap-ass tokens on the sides I can pop out. I got this. This looks impressive. What do we got here? We've got a collector booster sample pack. We'll open that in a short. Alright, we'll open that in another thing. I've got these other big cards here. Okay, so these other big cards are for a different rule format called Plane Chase. So I've got 10 Plane Chase cards. Supposedly, according to the dude at the store, Plane Chase has been like a game type that's been missing for some time. Okay? But they've kind of brought it back here. So it adds sort of like new effects as you're moving through multiversal planes or something like that. I'm already thinking here, how the fuck is this video gonna work? I think I'm just gonna kind of do a box overview here. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. What have I got? I think I've got the standard schlock that you get in these sorts of things, so I can turn this into a deck box. That was pretty simple to do. So I've got my my deck box with the dude himself on it. Already forgotten his name. It's pretty cool artwork. So I got the deck box with him. I've got these big ass cards for that other game. More stuff's turning into little tokens here. That's a pretty cool sort of decal, okay? And then we get into the meat. Alright, so we got the whole ass deck here. We've got these little to 40 life things, which I think can kind of slot in here. Or am I just making shit up? I'm just making shit up. Alright, so I got a little life tracker here. These, I believe, are all my tokens and my commander himself. So let me, I might need to get the old Skeisers. Though, you know, the temptation is to bite, but through this, kind of tricky. Oh my god, I just inhaled some fucking plastic that I bit off. You know, the old, Fierce Sweet Heads are not the most, practical. I just used a fork that was over there. Oh my god, the production value of this channel is... Alright, let's get in here. So we've got, hopefully these are in focus. So I've got my commander there. And then we start to get into all of these different, tokens. So Phyrexian Golem, and on the other side, the Horror. Construct. Yes, this is the whole idea. I've got these like incubators. So I have these incubators down as token artifacts, and then I can like release them into these like 0/0 creatures. So I got a few different ones of those. So that's going to be like a really big part of the deck. Phyrexian Gem and this mirror here. The artwork's sick on all these. And I got these angels, and on the other side there's demons. And what does demons say? At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice another creature. If you can't, this creature deals 6 damage to you. Yeah, so you need to upkeep these existence on the board. But they are like a 6/6 token creature, the demons. That's pretty cool. So we got all our tokens there. Cool. And of course the commander himself. Yeah, is a legendary creature. Phyrexian cat. It's pretty fucking cool, you know, if I just say so myself. So I'm gonna dump these over here. I've got the sheet here. It's all the lore, if you'll bear with me. What do we got? I want some lore about... Yeah, here he is. Here's the motherfucker. Here's some stuff about Brimaz. Yeah. You're playing the deck, so kind of information on how this one's going to play. The Phyrexians are invading the multiverse. The Leonian king, Brimaz, has been converted to the Phyrexian cause and now commands armies of flesh-machine hybrids. Whoa, holy shit. Each Phyrexian or artifact creature spell that you cast can also make an incubator token. Artifact tokens with +1/+1 counters on them, but there's a twist. These are double-faced, as I showed. Double-faced tokens, you can play 2 mana to transform into Phyrexian artifact creature. Play out your hand and build up your supply of incubators, then transform them and attack when the time is right. So it's like incubating all these things and then you sort of explode in a moment. And we got this plane chase thing here that's talking about here. Oversized plane chase, flips the top card, battle begins on that plane. Yeah, so okay, so you move through these planes, and they've got different rules, and die kind of help you move between them, and so forth. So kind of cool. And then we start to crack open the actual deck itself. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look up, you know, there's these videos of like, you know, how you can upgrade these basic decks and make them, you know, that much meatier with just some like cards that you seek out. Like people have guides online. There's probably in the recommendations of this YouTube video that's similar. I'm gonna have a look at those and see how I can maybe spend like, you know, like 10 euros or whatever to pick up some extra cards here and there specifically, to see how I can make this deck maybe a little more interesting. I mean, that being said, I'm gonna want to like try it out vanilla as well and just see how it kind of how it all plays out, right? But I'm already thinking in terms of this video. This video is just gonna be really tricky for me to do, to kind of show off a lot of these cards and kind of talk about them because of my goofy ass setup. So what I think I'm gonna do is I think I might call this video a little bit of a day. And what I'll do is I'll maybe do like I did a short before. I was just like, you know, my camera was above the cards on the table. I might do another video like that in the future, but in the meantime, I'm gonna like personally get myself a little bit acquainted with this deck. I'm gonna put them in some sleeves, and it is Monday night, and I know the whole deal now is you know, Friday nights at a lot of the game shops, but I went on the Magic companion app, and I can still see the Monday Night Magic is still in full force and in full throttle. So what I'm going to do is, because today, this day of recording, and hopefully my loyal 9 subscribers, you're watching this on upload. Today is Monday, my friends. So I'm going to head to some Monday Night Magic, and I'm going to test this baby in action against some really high-level proficient Magic nerds who are gonna fuck my shit up with their tried and true min-max decks, etc. But it's all gonna be there for the good fun of it. I think because I'm already halfway through this deck, I'm just gonna, even if you're just kind of looking at the I mean, I'm not giving you enough time to read this shit, am I? To really sort of do, like, a big-ass overview here, you've got to spend, like, 30 minutes looking at the deck. And you're going to need, like, 30 minutes from somebody who knows what they're talking about. So probably if you hop over to any other, I can't even remember the fucking name of this deck. Whatever threat deck this was, you're probably going to find a little bit more information you've got here, but I'm sure you're here for the Rex hunting dog charm of, you know, okay, he's a dog, and hey, I got this in a whatever pack before. I'm sure you're here just for the charm of me rocking through these cards. But I've always, as I said, you know, Magic the Gathering, it's a game that, you know, I was messing around with in the, you know, early 2010s. If even that, you know, late noughties, early 2010s. And I've always thought it was like, it's the best game. Like, it actually is. Like, it plays so good. It's so customizable. There's so many options. It's so fun. It's always been a really sick game, but it's been like a total hole. You know? Like, I'm not into booster packs. I am not into blind bags. As somebody who's like got an addictive personality, to really dive into something like this can be really, really dangerous. Someone like me. So I've always been, you know, interested in the, you know, the deck builder, pre-built deck games, but none of them have captured the magic of this game, you know, pun intended. So I've never really got into those. I mean, board games and stuff like that, sure. You know, other things like that. Digital card games, never been able to get into them. I've never really seen the appeal. I like the board game, you know, I like the board game card shop, you know, people sitting around with each other. I like that social aspect of it. One thing you're going to find out about me is I am not a big online gamer. You know, the gaming that I do, it's games that have, like, their origins in arcades, couch co-op, stuff like that. Like, I like to be in the room, I like to be socializing, I like that sort of thing. I like the arcade. I miss the arcade, man. So, a lot of attractive things for you on Magic the Gathering in terms of, you know, I like that community, I like going to the, you know, the shop, I like meeting new people, I like whatever. The game is just fucking sick. That really helps on top of it. But the negative for me is the addictive hole. You know, it's real like drug dealer stuff, Magic the Gathering. You know, the first one's always free, and then you're stuck in it. But this Commander format, which it wasn't around when I was playing. I think this is like the last 5 years or something. It seems really neat as just like a entry level point. It's less of a hole to get addicted. You can get a good deck, you know, for cheap, all things considering. Start playing with it, mess around with it a bit if you want to, but less of a freaky ass obsession sort of thing. So at least monetary and time wise, and just mental space. So I'm happy to be like getting, but we're just going through lands here. I'm happy to just be going, you know, giving this another go and seeing what's up. But I don't know. Maybe this wasn't the best overview video, because it's just like me unboxing a thing and being like, look at these cards that you can't quite see because of the screen, and I can't quite see because of the dog head. But I don't know. It's kind of fun just to sort of like shoot the shit and chat at the lens, so to speak. If you guys start talking back, I mean, that's going to be... Well, if you guys exist, that's going to be cool. And if you start talking back, that's going to be exciting for me. But I'm going to mess around with these. I'm going to sleeve these up. I'm going to head up to some Monday Night Magic. I'm going to play that stuff. I'm going to see how it goes. And I think I'll open this in another video where you can more clearly see what the hell is going on. But I'm just going to... Because that looks pretty damn cool, if I'm gonna say so myself. So we'll check that out in a little bit, but thanks for stopping by, and peace out, you know?